Hi there. Thanks for joining me today. My name is Sara Fithian. I'm a kindergarten teacher with the EVSC at Hebron Elementary, and I'm so excited that you're here to help me learn some addition with pirates today. So let's get started. Before I do any lesson, I always have to get my wiggles out and take a few deep breaths and calm down. So let's do that together. Stand up and put your arms out, and let's do 5 arm circles forward. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's do 5 backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's so much better. I'm a little less wiggly now. Now, I'm going to take some time to gather a few of my supplies, and I want you to do the same thing at home. If you have some paper and a pencil or a whiteboard or 10 pennies or 10 socks or 10 toy cars or just 10 of anything, go grab those while I do 10 more arm circles forward and 10 more backwards. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and let's go backwards again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Much better. Okay, now that we're set and my wiggles are out, I still need to get calm and ready. And I'm going to tell you a secret. I use something special every time I need to get calm or get my wiggles out or just be ready to learn. And you have it too. It's called Mr. Starfish. So take out your hand and hold it up and say, "Hi, Mr. Starfish." So this is what we're going to use today. You always have him, so anytime you're feeling anxious or you need to get calm or ready to learn, you always have him with you. We're going to take the pointer finger of our other hand, and we're going to trace the 5 arms or fingers on Mr. Starfish and take breaths. So let me show you first. As we trace up our thumb, we're going to breathe in, and we want to breathe from our belly so your belly sticks out instead of from your chest. When we get to the top of our thumb, we're going to pause, and then we'll breathe all the way out as we trace down. Same thing up all 5 of our arms or fingers. Ready? So let's breathe with me. In, pause, and out. 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 There. Don't you feel much better? Now I'm calm and ready to learn. So today we're going to be talking about addition, and we already know that when we add, we are joining 2 groups together. Let's think back to the arm circles we did at the very beginning. We did how many arm circles forward to begin with? That's right, 5. And then after that, I had you do 5 backwards. So if we did 5 arm circles forward and 5 arm circles backwards, and we join or add those together, how many do we have? That's right, friends, we have 10. So we just were doing a little bit of adding, and we added arm circles. Now we're going to do some more fun things today with a little bit of pirates and some activities that you might even have at home. But first, let's kick it off by watching a video from Harry Kindergarten's YouTube channel and see what happens when we add with the pirate.
When you add with a pirate, you will see you're getting more for you and me with a yo-ho-ho and a rum-pum-pum. When you add, you're getting a sum. When you add, you're getting a sum. Once upon a time, I had 4 sea navigating compasses. I looked in my secret spot and found 2 more compasses. How many compasses did I have all together? Let's think. 4 plus 2 equals 6. I had 6 compasses all together. Next story. One morning I had to weigh down my heavy ship with 3 heavy anchors, but it wasn't enough. I had to add 1 more anchor. How many anchors did I have in all? 3 plus 1 equals 4. I had 4 anchors in all. Moving on, one day I called for 2 wooden barrels on the upper deck of my ship. Then I realized that I actually needed an additional 3 more barrels. How many wooden barrels did I have all together? Let's see. 2 plus 3 equals 5. I had 5 barrels all together. When you add with a pirate, you will see you're getting more for you and me with a yo-ho-ho and a rum-pum-pum. When you add, you're getting a sum. When you add, you're getting a sum. Once upon a time, I was angry at my crew because we were broke. Several weeks on the seas and with 0 jewels to show for it. Arr. Then we chanced upon a secret island boasting 7 beautiful green gems. How many jewels did we have all together? Let's do the numbers. 0 plus 7 equals 7. I had 7 jewels all together. Next story. One morning I was thinking again about my valuables and counted my best gold coins. I had 5 of them. I wasn't satisfied, so I had my fellow buccaneer give me 5 more of his coins. How many gold coins did I have in all? Let's add. 5 plus 5 more equals 10. I had 10 coins in all. Last story. One day I was counting me pirate rowboats and noticed I had 8 boats. Then I had a young lad and lass fetch me 1 more pirate boat. How many rowboats did I have all together? Get smart. 8 plus 1 equals 9. I had 9 boats all together. Shiver me timbers. When you add with a pirate, you will see you're getting more for you and me with a yo-ho-ho and a rum-pum-pum. When you add, you're getting a sum. When you add, you're getting a sum.
Wasn't that a great video? I love that song and all of the videos that Harry Kindergarten has on his YouTube channel, and it's a wonderful way to kick off our edition today. So let's think for a minute, and I want to know if there's something that you noticed in almost every math problem that we did today with the pirates. Think for just a moment. That's right. I think I heard a friend say they were taking 2 small groups and putting them together to make a larger group, and that's exactly right. In every example, and just like we did with the arm circles, we took 2 smaller groups or parts or numbers, and we joined them together, or we're adding them together to make a larger group or a whole. You may have heard that before in your classroom, part, and whole. You know what that video reminded me of? Puppets. Now, specifically one puppet. This puppet right here is Pirate Pete. This comes from my own household. My daughter loves puppets, and so this is a puppet that she's had for quite a while, along with these 2. Now, this video reminded me of puppets and Pirate Pete because my daughter got more puppets for her birthday last week. So she had these, let's count together, 1, 2, 3, and then she got this set for her birthday. Let's count these, 1, 2, 3. So if I follow what I saw in the video and what we did with the arm circles, I'm going to take this group or part and add it to this group or part. And when I join them together and put the groups together, let's see how many we have all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you said 6 at home, you're right. Nice job, mateys. So I'm going to shift these to the side again. And now, every time I help her clean up, I'll know how many we have all together. So thank you. Now, another way that we could be doing some math is in something called a story problem. And a story problem is exactly what it sounds like. It's a story with a math problem inside. Today, we're working on addition or joining, so I know that most of our story problems today will be joining or adding 2 groups together to make a larger group. Let's take a look at some that we might see in class. Okay, let's read the problem. I have 6 goldfish crackers on my plate. My friend has 3 crackers on her plate. If we join our snacks, how many goldfish crackers do we have altogether? Now that can seem like a lot, and sometimes we don't always know what the problem is saying, but we will hear it. One thing that we can do is look for keywords and key numbers. So what I like to do is follow 3 steps. I like to read the problem, circle the numbers, draw my picture. We'll add a 4th step later, but for now, let's focus on the 3. So the first thing was reading the problem, and we did that. The second thing we're going to do is look for important words and numbers. Let's do numbers first. It's a little easier. I have how many goldfish crackers? 6. My friend has 3 crackers. Now I'm going to be looking for some of those important keywords that tell my brain, hey, we're going to add today. If we join our snacks, how many goldfish crackers do we have all together? The words join and all together are key words that tell my brain we are putting groups together, just like the word, or adding. So let's do that. The third step would be actually solving the problem. Now this is not an art lesson, so we're not going to be drawing goldfish crackers. I'm going to use circles because they're super easy, and also they look like counters. So let's take our first group or part, which was how many? That's right, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it says my friend had how many crackers? Again, 3. Nice job. To start us off, I'm just going to circle my group all together. Like I did with the puppets, I join them together into one larger group. Let's draw a circle around our new large group and count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if my friend and I join our crackers, how many do we have all together? Very good. 9. Now, in the pirate video, we saw that they used a special symbol. Can you think back to what they used when they were doing all of their addition problems? That's right, the plus sign or addition sign. When I've been thinking about this, it kind of looks like a squashed T. So if I put the plus sign in here, that's just a good reminder to me that I am joining or adding my groups. Let's try another problem. All right. There are 0 quarters in my piggy bank. Oh, that's sad. My big brother gives me 8 quarters. How many quarters are in my piggy bank now? Let's follow our 3 steps. We read the problem. Now we're looking for those numbers and words. There are 0 quarters in my piggy bank. My big brother gives me 8 quarters. How many quarters are in my piggy bank now? This one's a little tricky. The word now at the end tells me that there was some sort of change, and because we're doing addition today, I know it's going to be addition, but there's one other word that makes it a little easier for me to know that I'll be joining 2 groups. In this sentence, my big brother gives me, I'm going to underline gives me, because that shows me that something was added to what I already had. So let's draw our picture. Again, let's use circles. Those already look like quarters, but they're also counters. How many in my first group? That's right, 0. So I'm not drawing anything. Then in my second group, my brother was so kind to give me 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if I circle my new group, how many do I have? That's right, most of you knew it was 8 because anytime we add to 0, we just keep that number. So let's go back and double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. Now, let's add in that 4th step that I talked about. We're going to actually write a number sentence. And if you have paper at home, you can write it too, or if you just like to watch, that's fine. Let's go back and look at our first part, or our first group. We had how many quarters? 0. So I'm going to start with a 0. Then that sign you told me we saw in the pirate video was a plus sign or addition sign. And this is just a symbol that means we are joining something together. My second group that my brother gave me was 8. There's another symbol that we use. Now for today, you'll see it at the end of our number sentence, but it doesn't always have to go there. Sometimes it can go at the beginning, and we'll talk about that another time. For today, let's put our equal sign here at the end. This symbol means that this side and this side are going to have the same value. So 0 plus 8, and we already found our answer, equals 8. Very nice job. Let's take a look at one more. Okay, listen carefully. This one's a little tricky also. I see 1 red parrot and 6 green parrots at the zoo. How many parrots do I see in all? Now, this one's especially tricky because there are no numbers. There's number words, and we see that sometimes, don't we? So let's see if we can be detectives and find those number words. I see 1, very good. 1, and I'm going to stick the number right above it so I know what that is. Red parrot, and very good, 6 green parrots at the zoo. How many parrots do I see? And here's that magic set of words, in all. That means I'm putting those groups together. Let's draw our picture. 1 red parrot. Let's go ahead and add in our sign or our symbol. Plus, how many green parrots? Excellent, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I like to go ahead and circle for good measure. Let's count them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. And what sign should I put here at the end? Very good, equals. Now, if I wanted to use all numbers, I would just drop these down. We had 1 as our first group, plus the 6 green parrots from our second group, equals, and the answer you helped me come up with. Very nice job today. Now, if you've noticed, we are able to add all sorts of things, just about anything. We did arm circles, which is an exercise. You helped me add my puppets, and we also have been adding things like goldfish crackers, quarters, and parrots. And don't forget the video we watched with all of the pirate examples. But there's something else that we could do for adding. So I want you to do me a favor. Get out Mr. Starfish again. Say hello to Mr. Starfish. Excellent. And get out his other friend, Mrs. Starfish. Say hello to Mrs. Starfish. Okay. We have these hands all the time. So just like we can use our starfish for calming and getting ready and easing any nerves, we can also use them to help us count up to 10. So we're going to do that today, and I want to give you an example. Listen carefully. There are 5 friends on the swings at recess. 5 more friends join them. How many friends do we have on the swings at recess all together? Now, before I listen to that answer, think about the words you heard. We heard 5 more and all together. So those are those symbols that say, hey, we're joining 2 groups. So let's do the problem one more time. There are 5 friends on the swings at recess, and 5 more friends join them. How many friends do we have all together? Very good. That was a little easy. We have 10, all fingers. Okay, but let's try another one. So let's do this. You may use your hands on your own, or you can follow along with me. I saw 2 dogs running in the park. 3 more dogs joined them. How many dogs are in the park all together? Very nice. I like to bring my hands together also to show that joining action, just like we did when we pulled the puppets together. So if I had 2 dogs at the beginning and 3 dogs joined them, I put them together and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you said 5, give yourself a pat on the back. Nice job. One more, and this one's a little tricky, and I'm going to use Pirate Pete to help me. All right, so here's Pete. Pirate Pete collected 7 rubies. How many more rubies does Pirate Pete need to collect to have 10 all together? So let's think for just a minute, and then I'll show you how to solve. Pirate Pete collected 7 rubies. How many more rubies does Pirate Pete need to collect to have 10 altogether? Okay, let's take a look. I'm going to use my fingers for this. 7 red rubies. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I know what 10 looks like because we just did that earlier. If I want 10, I'm going to pop these fingers up and here's my 10. Let's put down my first 7, and what do I have left? 1, 2, 3. Very nice. So if we had 7 and we need to have 10, how many more do we need? 3. That's exactly right. Great job, friends. You've been working so hard with me today on thinking about ways that we can put 2 parts or 2 groups together and make a larger part or a whole. So thank you for working hard with me today, for watching along with the Harry Kindergarten YouTube video about how we add with the pirate, and for helping me solve my problem about the puppets. Now, I have a challenge. What I'd like for you to do today, or the rest of the week, is find some things you have at your house. Maybe you have 10 cars, or a box of cereal that you could use 10 pieces of, or 10 pennies or quarters like we heard in the piggy bank story. You could even pick 10 totally different objects. Just find 10 of something. Find someone in your family at your house that you could go to and try to challenge them to put 2 of the groups together and make a larger whole. So friends, thank you so much for working hard with me today. Parents, don't forget to call or text in with our secret word of the day, which is SUN, S-U-N. And if you'd like to extend this activity at home or give your kiddos something extra to do, you can always check out that Harry Kindergarten YouTube channel. They have more videos on how to add, subtract, and do word problems with pirates, and there's a lot more as well. In addition, while schools are closed, we do have free accounts for Brain Pop Jr. where you can log in, you can continue watching animated stories for addition and subtraction, and you can even extend it into other content areas and do some activities. So thank you again for watching. Happy learning, happy addition. See you soon.